Do you want to make videos like this or this? Then you have come to the right place. This is the tutorial how to make point and click animation videos. It's very simple and it's very easy. Let's get straight to it. The two editing softwares that you will need that are free is CapCut and DaVinci Resolve. Both of these softwares are free and are free to use, and everything that I'm using is 100% free. Just follow these steps. Step number one is to drag your video of choice into your editing software, aka CapCut, and put that into the editing software so it is ready to use. Make sure that your video is something that you can track the mouth and you can track the facial features, and everything is still in one place. You do not want to start off making videos with people moving and all that stuff because you're just a beginner. The basics is just standing still. Please find a video that's only standing still. Step number two, recording your voice acting. Now I use a free software called Audacity. It's a free software where you can record your vocals and all that stuff. That's what I use for my voice acting. So for this, I use my voice acting to voice over Dashie and his friend T Pendel in this skit video. Yo, my boy, do you think I should get a BBL? Step number three, add vintage effect. Now all you need is another free plugin. I'll leave in the link in the description called TB Time Machine. This free plugin allows you to make your vocals or any other audio sound vintage and old, and it just sounds like it comes from like the 90s. I just love it. But I'm gonna also leave what I make my vocals sound like, the preset and all that stuff. I'm gonna leave that up on the screen so you guys can copy it if you want, or you can just play with it, pause, and you can see what sounds best to you. Oh, and also before I even continue, how to download this, it's in the link that I put in the description to download it. It's all there and it's very, very simple. So yeah, I would show you how to do it, but it's kind of simple and I'm kind of lazy. So anyway, let's move on. Oh, and make sure to download the 32-bit version of this. For some reason, at least for me, for my version, the 64-bit doesn't work. Just get the 32-bit. Even if the 64-bit might work for you, get the 32-bit anyway, just to be safe, because I had some trouble with it downloading it at first until I switched to the 32-bit and it worked. Yeah, continue the video. And after you're done tweaking, pause, wait. This is what it should sound like. Yo, my boy, do you think I should get a BBL? Step number 3.5. The reason why I picked 3.5 for this is because, you don't have to have background music, but if you want it to be kind of suspenseful or whatever, creepy, you need background music. Just find any type of scary video game music on YouTube or online and just download it using a YouTube to MP3 converter, and just put that into Audacity and just use the same steps that we did for the voice acting. Just put the time machine effect on the music itself, use the same preset that you used on the voice acting, and voila, you now have your bit crushed background song. Yeah, let's roll it. Now you want to export both of these separate audios. So you can do any order, it doesn't really matter. So you can export your voice acting audio, go to the top left and go to file, go to the export, and then go straight to that WAV file, my brothers and sisters. Hit that and then type any name that you want it, and then boom, there you go. And then do that for the same with the audio, the audio. Step number 5. So this step is just putting your audio into the editor, CapCut. And now what you want to do is you want to find that frame in your video that's standing straight still, where you can see the character or both characters in the camera lens, and it's good enough for you to be able to edit their eyes and their mouth. Now that you found the perfect frame where the characters aren't moving at all, perfectly still, what you want to do is you want to split that right where it's still at, delete the clip that's on the left, the only clip that's on the left. So now only once you delete that, there's only one giant clip there. Now what you want to do there is you want to right click on the clip where that white line is and go all the way up to where it says edit, and then go to freeze frame. Now you freeze that frame, now it's locked in. Now you want to extend that clip by going and pulling on the clip. Pause. And make sure you toggle this off all the way on the right side. It's the second option on the right side. Click that off, it'll help a lot. Step number 6, finding the moving mouth clip. Now all you have to do is drag your little white cursor along the video and see if your character that you're focusing on is talking but staying still at the same time. Then once you found a good area to stop at where the character stops talking, you want to split that. Then you want to move that split clip. You want to move it all the way up to the top of your first clip to where you freeze the frame and all that stuff, and you want to put it up there so then when you mask the mouth, it'll go and it'll be like everything else in the background. Once you've masked it, the mouth will only be in the video. Then what you want to do to make that mouth look fast and look like it's losing its frames, that little illusion, you want to speed it up. You want to speed it up, not too fast but also not too slow. You want to speed it up to kind of where I put it at, and it'll be perfect, and then you're good. Step number 7 is masking the mouth. Now this is where all the magic happens. This is where all the illusion comes in. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to zoom in on your first frame right at the very beginning of the clip where you want to animate the mouth, right? So you want to go, as you see on the screen, you want to go around the mouth and you want to click around it and make sure only the mouth is in the frame. Then you want to drag it exactly where the mouth is on the other freeze frame that's below your mouth frame. Now it looks like it's no different. Now what you want to do now is you want to track it. Okay, so make sure you're still on the masking tab. Then you want to go to where it says transform over there on the right, click it, and then now every time you move the masking circle, it'll track it smoothly. But to be able to go and track each frame, you have to use the arrow key, the right arrow key, to go to each frame as you drag the masking circle for each frame. In most cases, you'll have to do this every single time, even with like certain movements and stuff, not only just the mouth, but like movements and stuff. The only times where you don't have to do this is with blinking, for the most part, if they're standing straight still. Now that you have done that, your mouth should look like this. Pause. Hey, editing me again. So look, check this out. So on the right side, you need to click the transform button as well. So you need to go back and do the same process as you did with the masking transform. You need to go to the regular basic tab right there where the masking is, I think one space over, and you need to go and click transform, and then now you can match the mouth to where it won't overlap against the nose and stuff. So it's like right where the mouth needs to be, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I show that in this video, but it's very simple. You just drag it each frame. You just drag the mouth each frame to where the mouth should be and not overlap the nose or be under to where you can see around the mouth and stuff. Now you want to add the feather. Now this is the part where everybody goes crazy. This is where it blends in. So you go and you hit that little blend bar, you push that bar up to where it's clean, it's crisp, to where you like it somewhere in like the 30s, 20s, maybe even 40s, depending on what it is. It should look clean. It should look like it's a part of the mouth, like you can't tell the difference. Now what you want to do is you want to select that clip, copy and paste, and then we'll just copy and paste as many as you want in a row, and then put your voice acting under it, and then just cut your voice acting to where it matches the mouth, and then that's it. You got your dialogue, and it should look like this.
Yo, my boy, do you think I should get a BBL?
Okay, this part I'm not gonna go into too much detail because this one is a little bit complex. I feel like this kind of takes a little bit more expertise, skill, and like a lot of bit of thought process. So look, I'm gonna just keep it simple. So what you want to do is you just want to mask around the body movement, and you just want to find like a part where it's like quick and fast, like something simple, and you can just apply literally every single step prior to that little like movement. Like if you want to like move their arm or something, you can like mask around the arm or the whole body, and then, you know, like you can speed it up and then freeze it like right at the part where you want it to, like, you know, freeze it at and stuff, and all that stuff. It's a lot. I might have to make a separate video on that. Let me know if you guys need that in the comment sections below. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna talk about on this, and this is what it looks like.
Yo, my boy, do you think I should get a BBL?
Nah, man, I don't think you should get a BBL.
Why? Well, I'm already so thick, my boy. I mean, every time I walk around.
Step number 9, blinking. Probably the easiest step out of this whole editing process. And this is really the last real masking editing process that there is. So this is literally easy. All you got to do is just find a spot where the character is blinking in the same general spot to where you can put it on top of your freeze frame and just crop that out, and then just mask it and then fit it using those other previous steps that I've told you to just make sure it links and it stays with the original eye placement that's on your freeze frame, so it'll look like it's as close to the original thing as possible. That's literally it. It's that simple, and I don't really think you need to do a lot of tracking, but in this case I did have to use tracking because the blinking with this one, he was like moving while he was blinking, so I was trying to capture that before he really started moving. So yeah, but most of the time when your character is just standing still, you really don't have to do a lot of tracking at all. And this is what it looks like. I'm gonna do more like tweaking on this. This is not perfect, but it should look something like this as far as the tracking goes and the placement.
Thick, my boy. I mean,
step number 10, sound effects. This is the easiest, literally the easiest step out of them all. You can find any type of sound effects you want, and if you really want to capture the bit crush aspect, like the 90s sound feel, you can always go and put that sound in Audacity, and you can put that time machine add-on and plug in on it, and make it sound more retro and stuff, and put it into your thing, export it, put it into your CapCut project, and yeah, that's it. Now I know almost all y'all do not have CapCut Pro, and this is how you export your video off of CapCut. So what I like to do is I like to drag my video, like after I'm done with everything, I like to highlight everything and get everything selected, and I just drag my video like 10 seconds out, so it's straight blackness around the first 10 seconds, so I have time to, when I put the full screen recorded video into DaVinci Resolve, I have enough time to cut it right at where it starts and right where it ends. Then you go into full screen and you screen record your full screen, and then you let the video play and make sure your cursor is not in the video, because it will detect that unless you have a setting on there on your screen recording to where it doesn't detect your cursor. Then you're good. You can end the recording, get out of the full screen, hit the end record button, and you're good. Step number 12, DaVinci Resolve. This is really the last stretch. This is the last and final stretch of your final editing process. So now what you need to do is you need to go down to that third tab all the way down at the bottom. That's where you want to edit at. So you go there, then you put in your video, you drag your video in like in any other editor. Then you want to go and you want to cut right where your video starts and right where your video ends. So you want to cut out that black part, and then you want to cut out the last few seconds of your video where it's just stuck there, where the video ends, and you just let it play for a few seconds so you know exactly where to cut it at the end of the video. You want to cut that right when the sound ends, and then boom, that is it with the editing part for that. Now what you want to do is you want to go and put in the effect in there. Now to make that retro damage effect really happen and pop out, you want to go to the left side where it shows all the effects, and you want to go to that magnifying glass, the search area, and you want to look up JPEG damage. It should be the only one up there. You click it and you drag it, you hold and drag it to the video. Then you go to the edits tab on the right, I guess you could say the top right side, and then you want to copy these settings that I have on the screen, and yeah, that is it for the effects. You are done. Now it's time to export. The moment we've all been waiting for, the final step, export. Now what we do is we go down to that last tab all the way at the bottom that looks like a rocket ship. We click on that, and then boom, we have all these details on the left side. So now you want to name it, you want to put the file where you want it to be in a folder or whatever, your desktop, and then where it says QuickTime right there, you want to change that to MP4. QuickTime is for Mac, but if you're on Mac, then you can leave it. But if you're on a Windows, you want to change that to MP4. Soon after that, after you get all your settings straight, now you want to go to that button down there where it says add to render queue. Click that, then go to the button on the right where it says render all. Click on it, and your video is exporting. It shouldn't take that long depending on how long your video is. Really, your video shouldn't be that long, so it should be very quick. And that is it. You are done. Your video is exported, and you now have a point and click video for you to upload. And if you guys want to see this vid that I just made, a little short little test snippet that's not done yet, here it is.
Yo, my boy, do you think I should get a BBL? Nah, man, I don't think you should get a BBL. Why? Well, I'm already so thick, my boy. I mean, every time I walk around, I got some junk in the trunk, my boy.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your video is complete, and this is the end of the tutorial. Please let me know if you guys have any questions. I will be gladly to respond to y'all. If y'all need any more tutorial vids, let me know. This took me a very long time to edit. It took me a long time to edit, but I am finally finished, and I'm glad to be able to post this for y'all because you guys have been asking forever for this. So I'm glad to be able to bring it to y'all, and hopefully this has helped y'all make your first point and click video. With that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys later, man. You guys be safe. Holla at your boy. Peace out.